Previously on Chain Link Theater.
God's decree that I'm to charge you with a holy crusade. Stop a couple of angels from re-entering heaven.
We're going home.
If they get in, they'll unmake the world. You won't be alone.
More angels?
Prophets, in a manner of speaking.
Women's bodies are all fucking business.
Thank you for choosing Chain Link Theater. Please turn up your cell phones, grab your own snack, and hold on to your butts. Your feature presentation begins now!
Welcome back to Chain Link Theater, the show where every movie leads us to the next, one actor at a time. I'm Autumn.
And I'm Kyle.
And today we're linking from Dogma into Die Hard, thanks to our next link in the chain, the one and the only Sheriff of Nottingham, Snape. The guy from Galaxy Quest.
The guy.
The sad robot from Hitchhiker's Guide.
Guy.
No, wrong guy. Alan Rickman.
Yes.
What's his name in Galaxy Quest? Like Alex or something?
I just told you.
I don't remember.
I
By
have
like
no idea.
Grapthorn's hammer. By
How many
the
times did you watch
sons
Galaxy
of
Quest?
War something, you shall be avenged. Something like that.
I asked you a question. How many times did you watch Galaxy Quest?
4,
Wow.
maybe more.
I feel like I watched it once and I was like,
Really?
funny.
Oh, we watched. It was in our rotation. We watched it a lot more than that.
Well, okay. I don't know
Yeah.
anyone's name from it. Couldn't tell you.
Me neither.
He is Snape, though, which
I have issues with.
You-
I'm not his acting. Not his acting.
you have issues with him in the book, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He did a great Snape. He's a great Snape.
He's a great piece of shit.
He's a great actor who can play an absolute dirtbag quite well. An absolute dirtbag that we're supposed to feel sorry for, and I don't feel sorry for him.
Not here, though.
Not here. I do feel sorry for him because honestly, his plan is brilliant.
Yeah.
And also, who gives a shit if you steal bearer bonds?
Right.
I don't care.
I don't care.
Take them.
He's trying to take $640 million, which in today's money is 25 quadrillion jillion.
Yeah, it is.
We looked that up.
We looked it up.
Yeah.
Don't double check it.
Don't double check it.
It is
Just
correct.
Trust us.
Yeah.
Alan Rickman.
Alan Rickman, what do you know about him?
Oh, not a ton. What do you know about him?
I mean, I grew up on, well, we watched the Kevin Costner, is it Kevin Costner? Robin Hood movie all the
Yeah,
time
Prince of
when I was a
Thieves.
kid.
Yeah.
And so that and Die Hard. So I've always known who Alan Rickman is. And he has an iconic voice.
Die Hard for me, of course. Iconic voice. Dogma eventually. I probably actually saw Harry Potter before Dogma.
What?
Did you see Dogma 2 or 3 years after it was out? Probably not.
I think I might have seen Dogma on Comedy Central once.
So not Dogma at all.
Yeah, not Dogma. Eat
That's
my
what
shorts.
happens when you find a stranger in the Alps.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Gear!
That is the best part, probably.
Probably. This is a man who was born in 1946 in London, England, February 21st. Unfortunately, not officially, unfortunately, passed away in 2016
Yeah.
of prostate cancer. He met his
The love of his
wife,
life.
the love of his life. What's her name?
Rima?
Rima
Yeah.
Horion in the 60s.
This is Horton.
Does it? That is so far away.
This is Horton. That's
Met her
all.
in the 60s, and they did not get married until 2012.
Yeah, but spent their lives together.
Spent their entire lives together.
Love it.
That's so cute.
It's adorable.
It is. Started as a graphic designer. Loved acting, but said it wasn't for him. It wasn't a very profitable,
Stable kind of a thing. Yeah.
stable,
Yeah.
not a smart career path. But then he started
Acting.
working behind the scenes on sets.
Yeah.
And just kind of was like, no, I really want to do
Yeah.
this. Or,
Thank
no,
goodness.
I really want to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great one.
That was a terrible one.
I thought it. I mean, it's better than mine. So that's good.
What else do you know about him? I
Snape.
love Alan Rickman, man.
I love Alan Rickman a lot.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. We're millennials. Who doesn't know who Alan Rickman is?
That's
I
true.
feel like everyone does now, especially because of Snape. So
Yeah. He almost turned down Die Hard.
yes, because he didn't know if he wanted to be in an action movie. Thank God he didn't.
He also didn't want to be typecast, which
He
people
wasn't,
argue
so-
he spent the rest of his
Career
90s trying to break
Yeah,
out of
because
the...
the Sheriff of Nottingham is completely different than Hans Gruber.
Is he? Mm-hmm. Oh, cool.
Yeah, hot.
He said he only took that role because he was eventually, someone agreed to allow him to play it however he wanted.
Yeah.
And then when he was accepting his BAFTA, he said, "This will be a healthy reminder to me that subtlety is not everything."
Yeah. Man, now I'm thinking of the Sheriff of Nottingham. Smash.
Oh, my.
He's hot. I need to rewatch that movie, though. He might be an absolute... I'm sure he is an awful person. He's the bad guy.
Yeah.
But...
How are you going to get into that on this show?
I mean,
Might have to watch
what's his face?
Costner.
Morgan Freeman, Kevin Costner, and I might be thinking of Men in Tights, but it's Sean Connery. No, I don't even
have no
remember.
idea. I don't know anything about that movie. What do you know about this movie? Die Hard.
Seen it. It's not a Christmas movie.
Uh-oh.
I'm coming. Like you said, okay, first off, it was released in July.
That is the biggest... That's one in the anti-Christmas movie column.
Literally, there's maybe
July
2
22nd,
references to Christmas
1988. There is a Christmas song.
at the end and
Oh.
a Christmas party.
Okay.
It's literally just they needed a reason for him to fly from New York to California to see his children, and it can't just be a weekend. It has to be a reason. And then they
need a
needed a
reason-
reason for them to be at the office after hours.
And the building to be otherwise empty.
That is it.
But that's a pretty good argument that it's a Christmas movie. Because
No, it isn't.
how could you write those things otherwise?
Just say like, oh, we're having a
You need
party in the office after hours, and he's a father who came to see his kids, and don't play Jingle Bell Rocks at the end, and then you're done. There's not even like a wreath or anything. There's no symbols of Christmas in this entire movie. He doesn't even say he feels like Santa while he's crawling through like what looks like a chimney. No references to Christmas at all.
No, there's a Christmas song at the beginning. There's a Christmas tree or two in the background of shots at the party. And I will posit this to those of you that do think it's a Christmas movie. Nothing Lasts Forever, a book written in 1979 by Roderick Thorpe,
What the fuck are you saying?
which is a spy thriller book about a man, a cop who...
Die Hards.
It's not Nakatomi Plaza, which is why I'm having trouble. And it's
Yeah.
not Hans Gruber, but Die Hard is based on that book.
Which has nothing to do with Christmas.
Which does not take place at Christmas.
Yeah.
It also is not his wife that he's going to see. It's his daughter. Which
Interesting.
is pretty close to the extent I know about that book. I did not know this was based on a book until we started researching this. But
Yeah,
That's
it's not
interesting.
it's not a Christmas movie. I stand by that. It's as Christmas movie as saying like anything with snow is a Christmas movie. You know, you're like, oh, there's snow outside.
Well,
Christmas movie.
it takes place at Christmas, though.
But okay, but
It's not like-
Family Matters never mentions it being Christmas at all. Carl, what's his face?
Oh, Reginald Bell
He
Johnson.
never says it's Christmas. He never, when he's going
That's
to get
true.
his snackies for his pregnant wife, he's not like Merry Christmas or anything like that to the guy who's checking him out.
Nobody
No-
says anything.
No. Well, the guy says like
Christmas.
he says, "Oh, I'm getting these for my wife," and the guy's like, "No, you're not. You're gonna eat these in the car."
Is that the cop that's a dickhead?
No, that was the 7-Eleven guy.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that guy.
But yeah, no one mentions Christmas. He's not like, "Oh, I'm too old for this shit. It's Christmas." No,
Different guy.
nothing.
Yeah.
It's not Christmas.
No.
No. All right.
All right.
That's my argument.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Thank you. It's like saying Watchmen is Christmas because they end up in Antarctica.
It isn't like that, though. This takes place on Christmas.
Yeah.
And there are 2 Christmas songs in it.
But no, for no reason.
Right.
For no reason.
Because other than it takes place on Christmas.
They're not even like Christmas bonuses. They're just like, actually, we made a, like, you could take the Christmas out of this movie and it's the same movie. And you can't take
Yeah.
the Christmas out of Muppet Christmas Carol and it would not be the same movie.
Right.
It wouldn't be. Or like take Christmas out of Santa Claus. What's that?
But you can't take the Santa Claus out of Christmas.
Exactly. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Come at me.
Well, yeah, your argument is that it would still be Die Hard without Christmas. Mm-hmm. But
Yeah.
it does take place at Christmas, which
Not
is
a Christmas movie.
I'm
And if it's your
not-
favorite Christmas movie, you should rethink that because it is not a Christmas
She's
movie.
specifically attacking one person.
One person, you know who
who's
you
my
are.
co-host on our other show.
Rethink it. Come up with 2 more that you can tell me about this weekend.
2 more what?
Christmas movies.
2 more Christmas movies?
I want 2 Christmas movies that are actual Christmas movies that he enjoys.
Okay.
What are we doing today?
This is a good movie.
It is a good movie.
Our dads love this movie, which is why we've both seen it a lot.
Yeah,
Our
I don't
dads-
think I've seen it as an adult very much though, because I was just like, "What?"
How's your dad feel about Die Hard 2?
Doesn't like it.
Mine either.
I don't know what. I've never.
What
even
about you,
seen it.
listener? How's your dad feel about
How's
Die
your
Hard
dad
2?
feel about Die Hard 2? Our dads don't like it.
They don't like it. They like Die Hard 3.
My dad liked Die Hard 3. My brother's I remember watching Die Hard with a Vengeance a lot.
I'll lay it on you here. I've never seen Die Hard 2 because my dad doesn't like it.
Oh, you haven't seen the third one?
I've seen the third one.
Oh, okay, that's what I'm talking about.
I haven't seen the second one.
I haven't
know.
either. Nope. I haven't seen it. Haven't seen it.
That's awesome.
But my brother used to like to quiz me about the water weight thing, the 3-5.
Yes,
Yeah.
I hate that. That shows up in video games a lot. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I already saw that movie and I don't remember.
Yeah, Jacob used to just
I'm
make
just going to sit here and guess.
we would
until it
run
works.
through how to do it
No,
all the time.
I just guess until it works.
No, it's easy. Don't ask me to do it now though, because it takes me a second to remember.
Yeah, I'm not going to ask you to do it now.
But yeah,
This movie fucking reinvented action movies, dude. I think. Don't you?
well, what were they right before this?
Well, mostly Schwarzenegger stuff. Invincible superhero action stars and giant arsenals they were dragging with them, and all the villains were cackling and
Yeah,
over the top.
this is a good movie.
This is very subtle.
Yeah,
They wrote it as though he was some kind of superhero cop that just broke in and started
he's not though.
laying waste to people. And Bruce Willis, from Bruce Willis's story, says that it's kind of like The Rock when he's like, and then I was.
Oh, and then I told Cody Rhodes, or what the joke is like? Oh, and then I told Hulk Hogan that Hulk Hogan should betray the NWO.
The Rock's like, I told him that Voldemort should be he who should not be named.
I told him that he should say that Hulkamania, and he needs all the Hulksters. What?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
I told Orson Welles he should say Rosebud.
I hated that. I hated that so much. It was literally just a jack-off festival for
Anyway,
The Rock.
sorry. Bruce Willis says that he showed up and said, well, what if it's just a normal guy who doesn't really know how to handle this and just is able to get one up on them one piece at a time? And it works.
It does work.
This is probably one of my favorite movies from the 80s.
Well, okay.
I'm not a big 80s movies fan.
Did you see Baby Boom?
Yes.
Okay. Wrong.
Also, don't know if we said this last week. It's available to stream if you have a Prime account
Yeah.
for free.
Oh, okay. That's
As long as you have Prime,
yeah. So as long as you pay
So you already paid
$149 a year,
a gajillion dollars a year.
you can watch this for free.
Yeah, it's also on
Yay.
AMC Plus, but be real.
I don't know what that
you can
is.
watch it on Prime. It says right here Prime Video with ads, so you maybe even be able
We
to watch
don't
it
know.
for free.
We have it on Blu-ray, so
As you should, you lovely people out there. This movie runs for 2 hours and 12 minutes,
yeah.
which I would argue is fucking long for anything, but I didn't feel it.
No, I didn't feel it. You got up to go pee in the middle of this movie, and I was like, oh, "Stop!
Hurry back.
Hurry back! I'm taking notes here.
I got to know whether
wanna
he
know
beats
what's
the
gonna
bad guys. Filmed on a budget of $28 million. I read that they were able to keep that budget low because the Nakatomi Plaza building is 20th Century Fox's headquarters.
Nice.
So they filmed in their own backyard.
How much did it cost after they blew it up?
They did not blow it up.
What?
Yep.
They did.
No, they, according to stories, rented every camera flash bulb they could find in the Los Angeles area for that explosion scene. And then blew up a miniature and then superimposed the smoke from the miniature and ran the flashes on the building at the same time so that it looked like all that entire floor exploded.
That is cool.
It is cool.
That is really cool.
Right? I also heard that they had 18 different white tank tops in various states of
Decay. Yeah.
for him to change into,
Makes sense.
which is pretty fun.
Yeah.
It made $140 million.
That seems low.
It does seem low, but 1988,
I mean,
I don't know. I mean, the first real blockbuster would have been, I don't know.
Return of the Jedi. I don't know.
Well, Jaws was before that. Jaws was huge.
I've never seen it.
I haven't either.
Yeah. I think Empire was bigger than Jaws, probably.
Probably. I'm saying first, not bigger.
Oh, okay. I don't remember what we're doing.
Okay. This is going great. Directed by John McTiernan, who directed Predator.
Never seen it.
You've never seen Predator? Your brother's going to eat you alive.
He already did this week. We've already had this argument.
Wow.
Because I'm pretty sure I watched Predator the same way I watched The Departed, where I'm just around.
Let me tell you a little something about Predator. I've never seen it either.
I know you haven't. I was about to say, come at me. You also haven't seen it. I think that there's a creature, there's mud, and Danny Glover's in the second one. Congratulations. Now you know.
I did know that because I was trying to find a way to connect Danny Glover to somebody the other day.
Yeah.
And it was
Predator
Predator 2. And I was like, well, I don't want to watch Predator 2. I want to watch Predator 1.
That's the one I watched.
But he also did Last Action Hero
Great movie.
and Die Hard 3, which
Great movie.
I hear everyone loves.
The 13th Warrior.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, that's if I'm thinking right, that's the one where Antonio Banderas learns an entire language in like a montage, and because he gets like kidnapped or something, and he sits there and he learns their language, and it's a pretty cool scene because it slowly becomes English as he's picking up the words.
That sounds cool.
It's really cool. That's all I remember from that movie. Nothing else.
Okay.
So
He also did the Thomas Crown Affair,
I've seen it.
famous for Pierce Brosnan not being able to wear a tux.
Pierce Brosnan. Oh, okay, because of James Bond.
Yeah.
Okay.
The writing credits for Die Hard say Roderick Thorpe, who wrote that book, Jeb Stewart, who wrote something of note. Can you remind me?
Fugitive.
The Fugitive, thank you. And Stephen E. D'Souza, who wrote fucking so much shit. He wrote Commando, he wrote Running Man, he wrote Die Hard 2. Well,
Hudson
I
Hawk.
mean, I love Hudson Hawk. He wrote
Flintstones.
the Street Fighter movie, which we covered on Cannon Brawl. He wrote Judge Dredd and Tomb Raider 2, Lara Croft Tomb Raider 2, The Cradle of Life, which is terrible.
I remember that you were watching that a couple weeks ago, and I never saw The Cradle of Life because I fell asleep.
There is no Cradle of Life.
Okay, because I woke up and
That movie's about Pandora's Box.
Okay. Is Daniel Craig in that one, or is it someone else?
Oh, he's in one of them.
Okay.
First one. The
Okay.
second one is Gerard Butler.
Okay, because I woke up and they were like in a mountain, and then there was like a fist fight, and then the movie was over.
That's the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa.
That was weird because
Yeah.
have you ever seen an MC Escher painting?
Yes.
It was like that. She was walking out of one door and coming out the ceiling of somewhere else and fucking up Mance Rayder from Game of Thrones, who was 65 years old.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know Mance Rayder was in it.
And was really not wanting to fist fight this young, fit woman.
Yeah. Fascinating.
So that was fun. Yeah.
Fascinating. All right, are we ready to do the back of the box?
Do I have anything else?
Oh, do you?
Do you have anything else?
No, I'm ready to get into it. I feel like
how's
I'm
your
going
life
to talk.
going?
Good. I'm tired. It's already 10 o'clock, so
No,
let's do this.
it's fine. Music composed by Michael Kamen, who wrote the score for X-Men 1, which, if you listen to our Patreon, I hated the music for.
Okay.
So I didn't think the music here was very good either.
I don't remember it.
No, you never do. Do you even know what the music for Interstellar sounds like?
No. Ba ba ba
See,
ba ba
there's
ba
fucking
ba.
Jurassic Park again. Oh my god. Move on to the movie.
Okay, you got to read the back of the box, and then we're
Back
good.
of the box says NYPD cop John McClane's plan to reconcile with his estranged wife is thrown for a serious loop when, minutes after he arrives at her office's Christmas party, the entire building is overtaken by a group of terrorists. They are not terrorists. With little help from the LAPD, wisecracking McClane sets out to single-handedly rescue the hostages and bring the bad guys down.
Yeah. All right, let's get into it.
It's a pretty good one.
So we open on an airplane, and John McClane is nervous, and some freaking nosy neighbor is like, "Huh, are you nervous?" But what I don't get is that he was acting nervous after they landed. What are you nervous about now? It's over.
Yeah.
Anyway, and so,
dumb.
and then the nosy neighbor's like, "Oh, take your shoes and socks off and walk around the airport curling your toes. Don't do that. No one wants to see you do that."
Did he say the airport? I thought he said when you get home.
I don't know what he said. But he's like, take your shoes off and walk around, make fists with your toes, and it'll help all of your jet lag. And it's like, I don't think so.
Okay. Also, you flew from New York.
Yeah, New York to LA, so it's
Not-
3 hours
yeah.
different. It's not crazy. But anyway, so, and then he goes and gets his like stuffed bear out from the, what is it called? The little baggage thing above. And the guy who's been talking to him notices he has a gun, and he's like, "Oh, don't worry, I'm a cop." Why are you armed?
Yeah.
I know. This is the 80s, not even the 90s, the 80s.
You can do
No one
whatever you
cares.
want. This
And-
guy said, I've been doing this for 9 years. And then Bruce Willis is like, I've been doing it for 11.
Oh, doing what for 11?
Flying.
To where?
I don't know.
Because
He lives on the opposite side of the country from his...
that's new, though. That's
I
within the
know.
last 6 months.
But people fly without...
Not, this is just such a weird thing to talk about.
Yeah.
But
it comes up.
yeah, and then so he's smoking in the airport, which is great to see.
Yeah.
Don't you miss those days?
No.
No. Yeah. And just people just smoking everywhere. And he has this massive stuffed bear. So he goes to a party at the Nakatomi Towers, which I always know the name of because there's a Bob's Burger episode where Gene writes a song where the whole song is basically just Nakatomi, Nakatomi.
Yeah.
I was doing that the whole movie.
You were.
I love
And
it.
then you tried to show a clip from the episode to me, but it was just somebody editing that part. And it just did that part again.
Yeah, I probably need
Which is
to
all
just
you were
put
doing.
the episode in. Yeah, I was like, oh, so you'll know.
No, I didn't.
And it was like,
You
oh,
didn't
I
say
thought
anything you're
that I
doing.
thought it would be better. So
You added zero context.
So there's like a guy who I thought was like a really bad guy. I don't know. But he's hitting on Miss Gennaro, a.k.a. Mrs. McClane,
He
who's
he
going
sucks.
by her maiden name. And she calls home and talks to her children. And then she asks the daughter to put their nanny on the phone. And then she tells her to just make up the spare room in case John shows up because she doesn't know if he's going to or not. So... But even though she said she doesn't know if he was going to show up, she did send a driver to go pick him up at the airport,
Did she send that?
which she had to have because he knew he had like the little card.
I
that
know.
said
I'm
Mr. McClane.
asking if she's the one that sent that.
I would assume so. I don't think he has money.
Not Takagi. Well, he didn't even know that there was going to be a limo there. So I'm just,
Okay, it must have been her.
I guess.
Yeah, because I think she was worried he was going to miss his flight
Oh.
or something. And so he meets Argyle, and then he rides up front of the limo because he's too
He
cool to
does.
ride in the back.
Yep.
So, and then basically he tells Argyle that he's married and his wife moved out to California 6 months ago and he's still living in New York. And then Argyle's basically just like, why didn't you come like with her? And then John's like, well, because I'm a New York cop and I've got 6 months worth of backlog for the scumbags I need to put away. So I can't leave. Your job doesn't care about you. So you can leave, you just don't want to.
He's super cop. They care.
But like literally if he died tomorrow, they would replace him. It
Yeah.
would be fine.
Yeah.
Anyway, just don't worry about it. But he also has reasons that, well, selfish reasons that he doesn't want to come. So then she says, like, he says something about like, or Argyle basically reads him as like, oh, so you thought she wouldn't make it out here and that she'd come back to New York with you. And then John's like, shut the fuck up.
This kid's overstepping, dude.
I mean, he's not wrong though.
Right.
And then he drops John off and he says, I'll wait in the parking garage for you just in case you strike out. That way.
Jesus.
I can take you to a hotel if you do, and if not, then just call me and I'll leave. Yeah. Argyle, though, is the most patient person in this movie because he waits in that parking garage
the
for
entire movie.
Hours before realizing anything's even going wrong.
Yep.
So I would have left a long time before this.
Yeah.
Anyway, so John checks in at the desk and he asks to, like, he's on this, like, I'm guessing it would have been like super high tech in the 80s because it's a touch screen, just clearly CRT TV.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, look at this toy. And it's just like, oh, heaven forbid. So he goes to look up Holly McLean. She's not there. She's under her maiden name, so he's already pissed.
Fuck.
Little to no supervision, by the way, because he just typed in 2 different names on this computer. And then the guy's like, oh, yeah, go ahead and go up. And it's just like, what? And it was auto-filling and stuff. So it's just like, I could have been like this person.
Yeah.
No security.
He had a list of people to pick from once he typed like GEN.
Yeah.
He just picked one of the guys.
And the guy's like, oh, yeah, just go upstairs, 30th floor.
Oh
so he goes to the 30th floor. Yeah, again, not feeling great about the security practices.
No.
All right. John arrives at the party. He starts looking for Holly. And then some guy tells him that there are several floors under construction. Why are you talking to me? I don't know why. And then the guy who was hitting on Holly, and I think that this is why I was confused, because he kind of looked like Hans Gruber a little bit, like in like theory, I guess. Like he kind of looked like the same type of person. So I was just like, is he a bad guy or not? I don't know. But he's not a bad guy. He's an idiot. He's not a bad guy.
Anti-hero.
But it's Tayaki or Tagagi. Tagagi is the one who takes John to her office.
Takagi.
And this guy was doing cocaine on Holly's desk.
Yeah.
And so then Holly walks in and they're clearly like awkward to see each other, but
he tells him he missed some on his nose.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. And then like the guy's like bragging like, oh, well, Holly just got a Rolex for her hard work. And John's like, I don't give a fuck about that Rolex. And then he's washing up because she has her own bathroom. She's bougie.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
That's true.
And
I
then
didn't even think of that.
So while Holly's like taking him to go clean up, we see an evil box truck driving through LA.
Right. Like in Chain Reaction.
The only thing that makes this possibly Christmassy is that there's no one else on the streets of LA. Where is everyone?
Yeah. What time is it?
Like, I don't know, 6:45.
Isn't the sun all the way down?
Yeah, the sun's all the way down. I don't know what time it is. So John is down to his undershirt cleaning up, and then Holly offers him the spare room for the Christmas holiday so he can see his children, which I think is weird that we didn't talk about this before I flew all the way out here.
Yeah.
So interesting.
Seemed like she wasn't sure he was going to fly out here.
I don't think she thought that he was, honestly. Yeah. So Holly tells John that she's missed him, and then he's like, why the fuck are you going by your maiden name then, bitch? And she's just like, oh my God. Jesus. And she basically says that it's a Japanese company and married women don't progress as quickly as single women. So I don't care though. You sat your ass in New York when I got a great job in LA. I'll go by whatever name I want.
No.
And you'll mind your business.
Oh my God.
So I don't care. I support her. Women.
It's another movie where you don't like our hero.
No, I like him a lot.
Okay.
He's just being a jackass right now, and I think he knows that he is.
Okay.
So they argue briefly about their marriage and how she left, and she argues that the only thing that changed their marriage was his views on what their marriage could be, which I agree with her, because she basically got an amazing lifetime opportunity, the opportunity of a lifetime, and he didn't want to change it because it didn't fit in his box of what their marriage is. So
I don't know how you got all that from.
I don't know.
That's such a small amount of dialogue.
I know it is. But she gets pulled away because she has to go do a speech, and John stays behind to wash up. And this is what does make me like John, because John's basically just like, fuck, I shouldn't have said those things. Because clearly he's still madly in love with his wife, but there is like a little bit of bitterness that you left me. So anyway. So evil box truck has now arrived at Nakatomi Tower. And it's parked in the parking garage. Again, zero fucking security.
There's one guy.
Argyle? Or the guy just sitting at that desk?
At the desk.
Yeah. And then two men walk into the building. Again, No security. The sun is down. Why were they able just to walk in?
Yeah. They're talking about a basketball game.
And then they walk straight up to the guard. The guard doesn't even acknowledge them, and then they kill him.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Which I would argue they didn't need to. They could have just put someone's name in the fucking
They
terminal.
literally just need to type it in.
Yeah.
That's it. But they then they use, okay, this is where I got confused. Because then they use what looked like a hockey puck bomb thing
Yeah.
on another guard.
Yeah.
Never see this hockey puck
No.
bomb
I
thing
have
again.
no idea what happened here.
And then Hans fucking Gruber shows up. Alan Rickman enters the building looking sexy with his entire entourage.
Aura.
Oh, mad riz.
Yeah.
It's crazy. They're all like locking down the building, no one in, no one out. They have one of their guys dress as the security guard to sit there in case anyone tries to walk in.
The guy with the most convincing American accent, we find out later.
Yeah. Literally.
Yeah.
So then they're moving quickly. They already know all the schematics for this. Like they had this plan.
Yeah, I like you're watching the first guy walk through the hallways and he's going right, left,
Yeah.
right to himself.
They're all going about their individual plans. One guy goes down and starts messing with the phone lines immediately.
Yep.
While another guy's doing another job. Like everyone just has their job.
Yep.
To secure the building, which you would think Nakatomi would have already had a secure building, but it didn't. So anyway,
It's Christmas.
it is. Yeah, it's Christmas. Of course, no one's doing anything for maintenance or security. So then John is like doing his toe crunches in the bathroom. This is why we don't have shoes. Just keep that in mind.
Yes.
That's it. All right. So Argyle gets a call from John, and John's like, hey, I might get some. And then while he's on the phone with Argyle, one of the German guys, which I don't understand, this was a miscommunication because one of the German guys is trying to reroute the phone lines, and another guy just comes in with a freaking like chainsaw and just cuts all the phone lines.
Yeah.
So he loses the call, and Argyle's like,
And
well,
the other guy is super pissed at the second guy.
because he was like rushing to finish his job, and then it's just like, what the hell? And I'm like, why were you rushing? Like, I don't know. Okay, I don't know what those lines were, but why was he trying to hurry up and finish if you were going to cut them anyway?
I don't know. We just talked about how much of a well-oiled machine they were. Why were they after the same job?
And this is the guy who's the most emotional, though, as we go on the movie.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I guess that's why.
Chainsaw guy, you mean?
But yeah, chainsaw guy. And then, but I don't get why Argyle didn't leave at this point because he called and said, hey, I might get some. And Argyle was like,
That was our deal.
I'll just hang out here.
No, that was our deal. You can go.
Yeah, but he doesn't. I think he's just having a great time. So in the elevator heading straight to the 30th floor, our terrorists enter, which I still argue that I don't think that they're terrorists. They're just thieves.
They aren't.
Yeah.
They say that throughout the movie.
They do. And so John hears shooting and rushes like to get to the door, and he peeks through it. And then they're being systematic, going room by room to get to like all the people back into the main room. And the door before John has two people boning in it. So we get to see some boobs.
Yeah.
And then that distracts the men long enough for John to make it to his stairwell. So John is not spotted.
Yeah. It doesn't show that, though.
It does not show that. We did see, we saw a lot of boobs.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
yeah. So John is trying to call out on a floor, like a floor or two above where they are. So he's like on the 31st or 32nd floor. I don't know. And he's trying to call out on the phone lines. Obviously they're out, but he sees a woman across the street on the phone. So he knows that the phone lines are only out in this building.
Yep.
So now there's like a speech from Hans Gruber where he's talking about like, due to Nakatomi's greed across the globe, you're about to learn a lesson and all this stuff. And he starts looking for Takagi. And then Holly, who's not an idiot, is all like, don't fucking say anything to Takagi. Takagi? I don't know how to say it. And then they start being like, profiling all the Asian men in the room.
Yeah.
Like he's going through like he would have graduated from high school at this time. He would have or graduated from college at this time. He would have done this. He would have done this, trying to figure out which guy in
Matches
the crowd
that,
matches
yeah.
the description, how many kids he has, all these things. And then Takagi's like, oh, it's me. And then they're like, okay,
It's a cool scene.
It is a really cool scene.
Yeah.
And then Hans takes Takagi in the elevator, and then John sees men prepping something on the 35th floor, which we see is a guided missile. So that's fun. So they're just moving in weapon because it's still they're setting everything up for what they want. And so Hans is now walking around what I assume is like a museum or something outside of Takagi's office, because there's just a bunch of like models sitting around. And Hans is just kind of looking at all the models being like, oh my God, I love models.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what do you want, bro? I don't like it. And so John walks into this office and gets underneath a table. So that's fun. So, and then Hans leads Takagi to his associate Theo. Takagi. It doesn't really matter in the next like 10 seconds. Nope. So he leads him into an office with Theo, who needs to know passwords for the safe. That's what he needs. And then Takagi is like, well, it doesn't matter because whatever information I give you is going to be updated by Tokyo in the morning. So it doesn't matter. And then they're like, okay, but you have $64 million in bearer bonds. $640 million in bearer bonds. What are bearer bonds? Nobody knows.
No one knows.
But they're in the vault. So we want those. And he's like, money, what kind of terrorists are you? And then Hans is like, who said we were terrorists?
Yeah.
Hot. So anyway, and then they said Takagi. Am I saying it right?
Takagi.
What the fuck?
It's a K.
Takagi.
There you go.
Well, I don't know why I'm saying it wrong. Takagi says that even if you know the code, there's no way you could get it open. And then Han says, oh, your suit's super nice. It'd be a shame to ruin it. And then starts a countdown. And then Takagi says that he doesn't know the code and you'll just have to kill him. And then Hans is like, okay.
He says, okay.
Okay. And kills him. And then for literally no reason, John in the other room's like, oh. What? Why are you making noises all of a sudden?
Yeah. They said when they shot this scene that Alan Rickman would always flinch when he was about to pull a trigger, so they had to just cut away from him eventually. Yeah.
He needed lessons from Reba.
Yeah, or Ewan McGregor.
Gun expert.
Have you ever heard that about Ewan McGregor in Star Wars?
No.
He would be doing the fight scenes in episode.
Oh, and he was making the sound.
Yeah, and he go. Pew, pew, pew.
And they're like, we add those in. You need to
please stop doing that with your mouth.
Stop doing that. It would be really hard though.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, wrestlers do that though, because I've heard wrestlers go douche, douche, boom, douche. And it's like, stop making punching sounds.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that. I don't know why he made a bunch of noise though. Because he just alerts every single man in the room where they just murdered a person that there's something going on outside.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how I would react if I saw a man's head.
You're not a cop,
off.
so
yeah.
I assume you. Also, he didn't really see it. They were in a different room than him, and he was underneath a table.
Yeah.
So.
And a desert eagle just popped off.
I don't know. I feel like no one asked you to be here, so.
Okay.
For the plot, it's the only reason why he was underneath that table. But anyway, so he alerts every single person to this sound. Somehow he's able to get away. I do not know how. He's just really fucking fast, I guess. But he's able to get away. And then John's like, well, I hope Argyle is calling the police. Argyle is not calling the police. Argyle is living it up. He's like drinking in the back of the limo, hanging out with the bear, and on the phone with his friend.
Yeah.
Listening to, I think, a game of some sort. Like he's just having the time of his life.
Yeah.
It's his first day as a limo driver, by the way. But like some of the men start heading for the roof to continue doing whatever villainy they're working on. And then the code breaker guy, Theo, says that the 7th lock is out of his hands. So he can get all the other 6 done, but the 7th one has to be severed manually or something. I don't know. It has to be, it's in Hans's hands. He has to be the one who fixes the 7th portion. Yeah. So that's the goal. That's the goal here. Okay. So John sets off one of the fire alarms. And Hans says, I love Hans. Because Hans is like, call the police, use the security guard's name, and say it's a false alarm.
Yeah.
Like, that's what you're doing because, and then he's also smart enough to be like, what floor was that on? Because someone pulled it. And so they know that it's like the 35th floor or whatever.
Yeah.
So he's like, okay, henches, go up there and see what's going on up there. So, and then John is standing watching which would be so upsetting in this situation because he's watching all of the sirens rushing down the street towards him. And then one by one, all of their sirens turn off.
And they turn around.
And they turn around in the street and go back. Yeah. So he's like, oh, shit. And so one of the blonde henches is on the floor searching. And he's armed with a very large gun. I'm not Reba. I do not know what it's called.
And tight gray sweatpants.
Oh my God, was he really?
Yes, matching sweatshirt.
Oh yeah, he is. Yeah. That's fun. And then he's all like, the henchman's like,
crazy.
The fire's called off, my friend. Come downstairs and join the others. And John's like, no. So he like turns on a saw in a different area so that the hench goes over there. But then the hench somehow knows because the German guy says, you won't hurt me, you're a cop. And then they fist fight.
Yeah, because when he held him up, he said, stop, police.
Oh.
That's how he knew.
Do you have to say out of my jurisdiction, police? Or
No.
Oh, okay.
You don't even have to say police if you're off duty across the country, I wouldn't think.
I think you should have to identify yourself probably.
In this situation, you want him to identify himself?
Not in this situation,
Okay,
but
then.
I feel like we should have rules. I don't know.
I'm sure there are rules.
So
I'm not Reba.
Not Reba. So they roll down the stairs. German guy dies somehow, inexplicably. I do not know how.
He fell down an elevator shaft onto some bullets.
Do you even know what that's from?
I know it from Watchmen.
Watchmen?
Yeah. The comic.
It's not from Mystery Men.
It's from both then.
Janine Garofalo says it.
So does Rorschach.
He says onto some bullets?
Yeah.
Oh. It's...
In the actual comic book, yeah.
Oh, that's ridiculous. That's why it's a Mystery Man. Anyway, so German guy is somehow dead. And I argue it is not...
I do not remember.
It's not John's fault. Because John survived the exact same slide down the stairs.
Natural causes, you're arguing?
Pretty much.
Okay.
And then he's smart enough to try to put on the shoes. And then he's like, I find the one German guy with tiny feet.
Yeah.
So never mind. So we still are barefoot. Which, I mean, is way better. But because if you saw that guy's feet, his feet were pretty large feet.
Yeah.
And then John's like, oh, I'm massive with my big swinging D and everything.
Okay.
I don't know. But I guess it's better than all of the bad guys are also barefoot for no reason. But in the elevator, John's like doing stuff. He stops it between the 32nd and the 33rd floor. And then Hans tells the hostages that Takagi.
Yeah.
Yay. The last time I'll have to say it is dead. And that he won't be joining us for the rest of his life.
It's so stupid and I love it.
I love it so much. And then John sends down the dead guy and wrote on his shirt, now this is the only Christmas part I'll give you. It
now says, I have a machine gun.
Ho, ho, ho.
It's not any worse than my impression.
But then so John is on top of the elevator watching them find this guy.
Yeah.
And then for no reason, the elevator John's on top of just goes all the way to the top floor with no one in it but the dead guy. And I'm like, who pushed the button?
Yeah.
Someone would have had to reach in and push the button for this to make any sense.
Carl looks up for a second at the vent. So maybe he sent it to the top. Like, I feel like somebody's on this.
Or I think that there were guys. I did say earlier that there were some of the henches went to the roof. Yeah. So I wonder if some of them were there and called it. But there were two elevator shafts, and one of them was already way higher than John. So reasonably, that one would have gotten the henches and not his.
Yeah.
So anyway, they just send dead guy for a ride for no reason.
They do.
So then Hans tells like Carl, who is blonde guy with the chainsaw earlier, that he can have his blood, but only after, because this is his brother who died.
Yeah.
But only after the plan goes off. So Hans is like, you can kill whoever this guy is, but not, you have to keep a cool head. We're not doing this.
Yeah.
Which makes me love Hans Gruber. So then John, he's trying to get the police using the radio. And then this dumb fucking bitch
Oh my God.
says, this channel is reserved for emergencies. And he's like, no fucking shit, lady. Do I sound like I'm ordering pizza?
Yeah, she said it like 3 times.
Yeah,
when he was
because he
finally
kept being
lost his
like,
shit.
there are terrorists in Nakatomi Plaza with 30 hostages.
Sir, this channel is reserved for emergencies only.
What do you think I'm doing? I know that. And then she's like, ugh, fine. Well, I guess we'll send a black and white to go do it. Because they're like, that's where we had a false alarm there. And then they're like, oh, these prankster kids around Christmas time calling terrorist threats.
Ugh,
It's ridiculous. So they send in the dad from Family Matters, and he's buying his wife some snackies. And then this is one part that I thought was really cool, because Carl from Family Matters, don't get him confused with the German guy. He looks up at Nakatomi Plaza, and you can see the muzzle flashes on the roof, because at this point, all the bad guys know where John is and are firing at him on top of the roof.
Yeah.
So you can see just the muzzle flashes going off, which is freaking cool.
Carl from Family Matters. His name is Al Powell.
That's stupid.
Oh.
Who would name a kid Al Powell?
Oh my gosh. The other day I played, this is completely unrelated. I played A Way Out with JJ finally, and Joseph Ferris wrote that game.
Yes,
And
crazy.
one of the main characters looks like Joseph Ferris and kind of sounds like him. So I looked it up and I was like, this
It has to be.
has to be fucking Joseph Ferris. It's not.
How?
It's his brother.
Oh, so it's just genetic?
Whose name is Ferris Ferris.
Stop it. Stop it. Is it spelled the same?
Fares space Fares.
I hope that's a joke.
It's on IMDb.
Ferris.
Ferris.
No wonder Joseph Ferris is like that.
Yeah, he's
No one
so
knows
weird.
who Joseph Ferris is except for you and I.
If any of our listeners have ever watched the Game Awards, he's been on all of them, losing
He's a
his
fucking
fucking
character,
mind.
man. He makes great games, but
He makes
he is
amazing
a
games.
weirdo.
He is.
He would probably
Sorry.
be the one person who would come on this podcast.
So we got Ferris and Al Powell.
I'm not calling him that. I'm going to call him Carl.
You can call him Winslow. It's Carl Winslow. You just call him Family Matters.
I'll call him whatever I want. You guys keep up with it.
Reginald Vell Johnson.
So anyway, I did think the muzzle flashes was really cool.
It was very cool.
It was very cool. So John is trying
Back
to
on
escape
track.
by stopping like an exhaust fan, and he gets away. How does he stop it? I don't know, but he does.
Sheer willpower.
Yeah, he's like, stop. Oh my God.
Right.
And then the bad guys can't get to him. And then
no bad
for
guys can come
some
in that
reason,
town.
every single woman he has walked past this entire movie, he has stopped to check out. And then there is like some
Yeah.
pervert, like masturbation cave in this tower.
If you've
And
ever played
every
Metal Gear
time
Solid.
he runs past the naked boobies, he's like, oh, boobies. And it's like, you're about to die.
He does.
Every single time he runs past the boobs, he looks at them.
He looks at them or touches them.
What is wrong with this?
I don't know. I've never seen Predator. So
I mean, I feel like if I ran by, if my life was in danger and there were just dick pics all over the wall, I don't feel like I would be like, ooh.
I feel like you would turn your head.
I would
though.
probably be like, what the fuck? And then run.
I'm in danger. Stop with the dicks.
What is going on? It's a room full of dicks. I don't know what's happening. What's wrong with that one? It's diseased. But anyway, I don't know why. Like every time he sees boobs, he's like, oh.
Yeah.
Like I might be about to die, but life is pretty good. You know, you can see a pair of tits. Anyway, so and then John uses like his gun, the ha machine gun, ho ho, to anchor himself down this shaft. And the strap we watch. The Germans are real slow right now. They're having a real doozy of a time trying to figure out where he went. So he's like just slowly lowering himself down this vent thing. And then I don't even know how he does. I don't know what his plan was, if I'm honest with you. I know he was trying to reach one of them, and it looked like it was about the size of a shoebox. So I don't know what he was going to do with it.
Oh yeah.
But then his whole body managed to fit. So I guess it worked out.
Yeah.
Because he falls, because the strap lets go, and then he falls. But when he hits, he makes a sound because it's made of aluminum. And so now the Germans know where he is. And then the idiot uses a lighter to make sure he's in a vent.
That's an iconic scene, though.
Yes, but then the Germans go, oh, there he is. There he is on that floor right there.
That's the scene where he's crawling through the vent and he lights up the lantern and he says, come out to the coast, have a few drinks, it'll be great.
Yeah.
I'm sure I misquoted that.
Well,
Apparently,
I thought it sounded great.
the stunt man that was supposed to drop to the next duct in that giant ventilation shaft fell.
And died.
No, but he got hurt.
Oh, okay.
And they couldn't refilm it. So that's why they added him slipping and the gun falling and all this other stuff, because they couldn't refilm it. Because
they were like, we would have a reason they fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they actually show the part where he fell and then just cut it to him slipping and grabbing the next one.
All right, then. Yeah, that works. But I just don't know why he was like, let me, in fact, double check that I am an event.
Yeah.
You are. You don't need a light for that, but thank you.
Oh, I also forgot to mention when you were talking about the muzzle flashes on top of Nakatomi Plaza that there was a gas station price sign.
Oh, what was it?
74 cents a gallon.
Wow. I know there's a story.
In LA, by the way.
In LA, yeah. Where my grandpa, like, when my dad was a kid, drove past, like, a gas station that was, like, 10 cents a gallon because he was like, that's ridiculous.
Oh.
And then I think they ran out of gas or something. I don't remember.
I'm old enough to remember 89 cents a gallon.
Yeah, I'm old enough to remember
when I was driving.
When my dad got her like a gas card or whatever, and we would go to the gas station across from the high school, and it would cost $10, and she would fill up her Mustang. I would get a Dr. Pepper, she would get a Dr. Pepper, she would get candy bar, and I would get candy bar.
Oh my God.
She's old.
Yeah,
old as shit. But anyway, so
get an AARP card any day.
I know she's got agita and stuff. What's agita? I don't even know.
Agitated.
She is. So anyway, so they just rushed down to the vent that he was in.
With the one with the light coming from it.
The one with the light, the beacon.
Yeah.
And then they start, which is very smart, but they start shooting at the vents. And then even smarter, German Carl
Yes.
starts lifting the vents, poking them to feel for the weight. And then John's like right there like, oh my God, I'm in this one. And then one of the other guys was like, enough of this shit. We're done. Of course, right before the one with John in it. And Carl's like, all right. And so Carl Weathers. Carl Weathers?
Carl Weathers is the guy from Creed. No, Rocky. He is Creed.
I think I call him Carl Weathers in this entire thing, and it's not.
It's not. Carl Weathers is Apollo Creed from Rocky.
Okay. Family Matters. Family Matters arrives to check out Nakatomi Plaza, and then John sees the police car below, and then Carl basically immediately calls it in and is like, I see no signs of disturbance. The security guard looks fine, but being a good cop, he's like, let me go in and talk to the security guard and just make sure, like, everything's fine. And the bad guys, when Carl walks in, are all remarkably calm. They're really good at their jobs. Yeah. They're just the one who's the security guard is just watching like the game or whatever on the little thing being like, oh yeah, we had a false alarm, but nothing. They're just having
playing it like he's having a boring night.
Yeah. Having like nothing's happening, but around one of the corners, they're ready to murder him if he proceeds any further. Yeah. So then like, Family Matters is like walking down the hall and then it's just like, oh, fuck this.
Literally.
Fuck this. I'm not going to do it. And then they start saying Snell Marco over and over again.
Yeah.
Why were they yelling Snell Marco?
Snell means quickly.
Yeah, quickly Marco. Over and over and over again. Because I think they figured out what window John's in. And so they're heading to go fight John. And so this is not his name, but his name's Quickly Marco. Don't get attached.
Right.
He's going to die. So then John breaks out one of the windows and then like they're trying to kill him, right?
Yeah.
And then he ends up killing Snell Marco. Schnell Marco.
His name's just Marco.
No, Schnell. And so he takes out Schnell Marco. And then John sees Family Matters just walking back to his car and gets in it. And then he fucking throws the body out the window on the car. Which then I love Family Matters because Family Matters is like, what the fuck? And immediately starts backing up and like no investigation, just leaves because now all the armed men are unloading on the dad from Family Matters.
Yeah, he was under the...
He was parked crazy.
No, John was under the table shooting up.
Yeah.
Because Schnell Marco was like, you should know when you have an opportunity to fire on your enemy, you should take it. And he goes, thanks for the tip, and shoots up through the table. And apparently when that happened, the blank was so loud that it blew out his eardrum. And he, to this day, has 2/3 hearing loss in that ear.
Schnell Marco?
No. Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis. Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I also want to talk about how apparently every single German in this movie, Hans Gruber, and about 8 of the 12 not terrorists are not German people.
Yeah.
And Bruce Willis is.
Bruce Willis
German? Was born in Germany.
Oh,
in the 60s, I think.
Oh, interesting.
So he's the most German person in this movie. Everyone else is British.
So he knew who quickly Marco was, probably.
Yeah.
So.
Exactly.
Marco's dead.
He is.
So then backup starts arriving at Nakatomi, and Hans basically is like, police interference was expected.
Yeah.
Because this is the plan.
I like when the body lands on the car and he backs up and he screams, and I wrote it down, damn God damn it, Jesus H. Christ.
And then he's like his whole like Schnell Marco is a heavy motherfucker.
Yeah.
Because he
crushed
like
the entire
that
engine
car.
bay.
He crushed it.
Yeah, he did.
Like that car
he came from the 30th floor.
Looked like it was made of toilet paper.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
And that is an 80s car.
Yeah. It just
They were made out of metal back then.
And then we find out that John, when he killed someone, he got their bag, I think is what they're upset at. He took one of their bags when he killed them.
He did.
And that has something, like he finds C4 in the bag.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Oh, get our bag back."
Hans Gruber keeps saying the detonators.
Yeah, because they sent all the detonators. I don't know what a detonator is really. I don't know why you would send one guy with all of them. It seems like you would just put that in one of the offices or with Theo or somewhere. I don't know, somewhere where we wouldn't just carry it around all day.
Right.
But whatever. And then so the niece is like, "Do you really think you have it?" Because they start talking to each other. Like Hans and John are kind of flirting. Hans does not know John's name at this point, I don't believe. No, he doesn't. And so he's like, "Oh, what should I call you?" And he's like, "You can call me Roy Rogers," and cowboy shit that I don't understand at all. And then they're just flirting about being cowboys. And he's like, "Do you really think you have a chance against us?" And then John McClane says, "Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker." Yeah. And then it's just like, I don't know why you said that.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfarter.
Motherfarter. Shut up.
Didn't you watch it on Comedy Central?
No, I don't know where we watched this. So Theo is down to three of the locks down, 4 to go. And then Heinrich had the detonators. Heinrich, I believe, died with Schnell Marco.
Uh-oh.
I think they died together.
Oh,
Only
sweet.
one of them went out the window.
Schnell Marco, sorry.
Marco. So Hans is now waiting on the FBI to show up. He's so badass. He's like, "All right, I'm just waiting for them to call the FBI, and then we're going to move forward." And it's just like, oh my gosh. So then Carl tells the douchebag cop guy who shows up that the caller is a police officer.
Oh, this police chief fucking idiot.
He's in a lot of stuff, and he's always a bad guy.
He is.
Isn't he a teacher in something?
That sounds right.
Yeah.
I don't know
like
what
a
it would
Ferris
be.
Bueller or some shit.
That's what I was thinking too, but I think that's just because he kind of looks like Cameron.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does kind of look like Cameron.
He kind of has the same coif.
Roger Ebert famously hated this movie when it came out.
Wow.
And he's one of the only people that did, but he said it was because of this character.
Why?
Because it was unbelievable that this character was such a dipshit.
Has he never had a boss?
Right. He said this guy's the chief of police, Los Angeles Police Department, and doesn't understand this terrorist situation, and the beat cop is having to do his job for him, and it made it incredibly frustrating to watch, combined with the lady in dispatch not wanting to take the walkie-talkie
This
call.
is for emergencies only.
Yeah.
Okay.
He changed his opinion like 10 years later.
I do agree with him, though, because, like, like Family Matters is like, hey, the way this guy's talking to me, I think that he is a cop.
Yeah.
Like the way he's talking, like he has a handle on the situation. Like he seems like
He
a cop
spotted
to
a
me.
fake ID.
Yeah, and then his boss shows up and it's just like, I think he's one of the terrorists.
Yeah.
He needs to stop doing stuff, stop helping us. And it's just like, I mean, maybe stop. I don't know. Maybe let him cook.
Yeah.
Let me cook.
This guy's fucking infuriating. Was that Avengers where we just had to watch the United States government add a threat for the Avengers to fight? Didn't they try to nuke Manhattan during the alien invasion?
Yes, they did.
Yes.
They were like, let's just get rid of it.
So now we're fighting terrorists and the chief of police.
Yeah, because the chief of police is an idiot. And so this is where you find out that Holly is pretty cool too. And I also still like Hans. And I wish, I honestly, I could have shipped them together
Oh.
before the end of the movie.
My.
So Holly like goes in and she's like to make a request of Hans. And she's basically like, we have a pregnant hostage. Don't worry, she's not due for a couple more weeks, so you don't have to worry about that. But she's getting very uncomfortable, so we need to move her to a couch. Can we move her to one of the offices with the couch? And Hans is like, no, we'll move a couch out to her. And then she's like, okay, and you're going to need to start allowing us to have bathroom trips or you're going to have a mess.
And he's like, agreed.
And he's like, oh, God, you're hot.
Yeah.
Yes, done.
Apparently Bruce Willis recommended her for this role
I've never
based
seen it before.
on something that he liked her in before.
Oh.
Some play or something, I think.
Nice.
Yeah.
Never
Pretty
seen her
cool.
before, never seen her since.
Yeah, no, I have no idea who she is. but-
Hopefully she had a beautiful life.
Yeah.
So then Argyle finally hears what's happening at Nakatomi Plaza. And the police are getting ready to go in, and the douchebag cop says that he basically doesn't believe John that they're hostages.
Oh my God.
And he's all like, so the person inside who alerted the police that shit's going down in this building has told you there are hostages, where they're located. You could probably fairly easily confirm whether or not there was an office party there, or I don't know, some of the names of the people who would be in this office, and then call their homes to see, are they home or not?
Yeah, which
It would not be that hard.
a news reporter ends up doing.
Oh, he's the most evil person in this entire
He
freaking
is,
movie.
He is.
So it makes me mad. And he's like, I don't even think there are hostages because we haven't gotten any ransom requests. And it's like, you don't know what's going on here.
Yeah.
So they're stupid. So then John calls Al and is like, what's going on? And then Hans is basically telling all of his men to get ready because if the police enter, we're killing them, basically. Argyle now is trying to get out of the parking garage and then he gives up. There you go.
Because all the doors are locked.
All the doors are locked and he's just like, oh, shit. All right. I live here now.
He goes back and parks.
He doesn't park in a parking spot,
No.
though. He's just in the middle of the street. And I'm like,
Yeah.
if I were you, I would have like gone down lower or gotten as far away from anyone seeing me as humanly possible.
Yeah.
But all right. So then they're trying to get into the building. For some reason, they left in one of the cops who's trying to infiltrate getting stabbed by a rose bush.
Yes.
Why is that left in?
They are all walking across the fucking thing, and one rose bush kind of stabs him in the leg, and he goes, ow.
Oh my God, ow.
And they fucking left it.
They left it in. And so Theo, the guy who was breaking through the safe, is now like live streaming, telling Hans men where everyone is, like what's going on.
Yeah.
And so they start shooting at the lights, which Carl, Family Matters, warned them about. Like, hey, they're going to, like, they start shooting, and he's like, they're shooting at the lights. And then the douchebag cop is eventually
then the lights
like,
all go out.
they're shooting at the lights. And then Carl's like, are you fucking
I love
serious?
he just rolls his eyes.
Yeah, he rolls his eyes. And so 4 infiltrators are getting shot at. And then the police like send in this like bulletproof vehicle sort of thing to go get these guys out.
Yeah.
And then John is watching all this from his window, just watching it.
There's such a weird tangent. There is a podcast about fantasy football called Fantasy Footballers. And
Right.
anytime that they say that you should play Derek Carr, a quarterback for the
Cardinals.
Raiders.
Oh my God.
He may have played for the Cardinals at one point. It was Raiders
whatever.
most recently. They play a clip where they go, send in the car. And it's apparently from this.
Oh, okay.
Because I heard it and I was like, whoa.
Well, I've heard that.
I've heard that 100 times.
Heard that. So they send in this like bulletproof vehicle thing that looks all terrainy and not really
Yeah. It's like the
like a tanky kind of looking thing.
APC from Grand Theft Auto 5. Another random touchstone.
Okay. And so the bad guys then go and get their missile that they brought. And then they just start using it to take out the armored vehicle. And then Hans is like, hit it again. And then John is yelling at Hans over the radio. And he's like, let them pull back. You've made your point. Let them go. And then Hans is like, no. And then John, because they're still just firing at all these cops. So John starts sticking pins in the C4. I don't know what any of this is.
I don't know.
He starts putting pins in the C4, and then he ties it to a computer desk, to a chair, and then he throws it down the elevator shaft. And apparently computers are explosive because it all blows up.
Well, it's C4.
Yeah, but like, how does C4 work?
I'm not Reba.
I know. I remember there's one part in Lost in like the first season where they have to go get like dynamite out of something, and it's like super sensitive or something. So they have to like walk it like it's a baby. Mac.
You have to do that in Castlevania 64 with dynamite. You have to walk it like it's a baby.
Not worth it.
If you take any hits, it blows up.
Ugh, I hate those
Even if you
kinds of
jump.
missions.
Yeah, it's awful.
Those are like that and follow missions. I hate those.
No one likes a follow mission or underwater.
If you would just go a normal speed, it would be fine. But
It's improved a lot nowadays.
Yeah.
Like Red Dead Redemption 2, I've played for 20 minutes and I've already noticed it's better.
yeah. You know what I like, though, that they added in? I like when they add into a game where if you walk away while someone's talking, they're like, oh, okay.
What game was
All
that? The
right.
first game that ever happened? I feel like it was
I
Silent
think
Hill
it was
4.
Fable. Oh, Fable, I think it happens in Fable.
Those were
4,
probably came out around the
Fable
same
2 or
time.
something like that.
Yeah.
Where you walk off and they're like, oh, okay,
Oh,
see you later.
all right.
Bye. And you're like, fuck. And then you have to go back and just stand there so they can talk to you.
Yeah. We skipped the part where the famous line where the Theo yells when the tank gets blown up. Oh my God, the quarterback is toast.
Yeah, I'd never heard that line before in my
You're
life.
lying.
No.
You're a liar.
I'm a liar. I was like, I don't know why you said that, but it's fine.
Before it happened in the movie, you mean?
I don't know why he said it at all.
Why he said it? I
Yeah.
don't know. It's famous.
All right.
He just wanted to quote his favorite movie, Die
I mean,
Hard.
he sounded excited, and I'm excited for him. He wanted to quit. Stupid. So anyway, John makes his like massive explosion, and then the douchebag's like, "Hey, because you did that, people outside are covered in glass." And then John goes,
They're all covered in broken glass.
"Yeah." And then John's literally like, "Glass? Who gives a shit about glass?"
He's
and
like,
then
put the other guy back
He's like,
on.
put Al back on, and so like he does, but so douchebag goes. Oh, the douchebag coworker now goes to talk to Hans.
Cokehead.
Yeah, and Coke Holiday. We don't know if he's a cokehead or if he's just celebrating the sale.
Oh.
So he might not have a substance abuse problem.
Okay.
Recreational.
I'm just identifying him for the audience. He
Yeah.
did coke.
He did do some.
It's his
cocaine.
defining trait.
Douchebag is his defining trait, I think. So he's trying to like razzle dazzle Hans, and he calls him Booby.
He does.
I don't know why.
Apparently that was improv, and Alan Rickman is taken aback like, what the fuck? Because he actually didn't want him to call him
Yeah,
that.
because he's like, listen here, Booby.
Hans, booby.
And it's just like, what? And then he offers to give the cop to Hans, right?
This fucking guy.
Yeah.
I hate this guy.
So the douchebag, he gives like John's ID away, sort of, but he pretends to be John's friend. And then John like is trying to warn him, like, Ellis, you need to shut the fuck up. We do not know each other. Like, he is going to kill you if he thinks we're friends.
Yeah.
And then like Ellis is like, no, we're just kicking it, because they bring him like a Coke.
Yeah.
So he had a good day.
Good last day.
I mean, I really think that though he is a dick, I honestly think he thought he was doing something.
Yeah, but he was like
Smarmy.
super being smarmy about his salesman ability, and
Yeah.
he was trash.
He was trash, but I really think that he thought he was helping.
Yeah.
Like, I think he thought that Hans was stupid.
Do you think if John hadn't said, no, we don't fucking know each other, stop lying, they would have killed him anyway?
Oh, yeah. I think
Okay.
that he was dead the second he walked in that room.
Yeah, probably.
So, because I think that, especially when he called him Booby.
Yeah.
He's probably just like, no. So Ellis dies.
Yeah.
It was kind of a tense little scene though, because Hans did a good job of pretending like I'm not going to kill you.
Yeah.
Anyway, and so like Hans is finally ready to talk to the police, and he demands the release of multiple prisoners around the world who are terrorists apparently. And then he's like, okay, and then when these people are released, you're gonna fly us to LAX and we'll release our prisoners and we'll give you a 2-hour deadline. And the cop is like, I don't even know who to talk to about that. Because he's like asking for people to be released from like Russia, Sri Lanka, like all over the place. And
then he turns off the walkie and turns to one of the guys next to him and is like, I saw it on the news.
Yeah, he's like, I saw it on the news. I don't know who any of these people are. So Theo is down to 1 lock left. And it's finally up to Hans to finish the job.
Yep.
So Carl goes... he like has to hunt down the detonators because John still has the detonators. So Hans is doing stuff. I don't know what he's doing. And then he comes face to face with John, which is a great scene because he literally is on his knees looking for something.
Knees, yeah.
And then he sees John's feet.
Bloody ass feet.
Bloody. Are they bloody yet?
I don't think they are bloody
I think they're
yet.
just barefoot.
They're gross.
Yeah, they're gross. And he just like slowly looks up. And then he's really smart because he's Hans.
So smart.
And he like pretends to be a hostage. And he's like, oh my God, don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Don't kill me.
You're one of them.
Yeah. And John seems like he buys it. And then Hans is like trying to signal for help. I don't remember how he does it, but he's doing something.
Yeah. Before you get to this part, I want to add that
he's trying to do
he
an
was
American
doing
accent.
an American accent on set one day, and they were like, "Oh my God, that's so good! We have to put that in the film." And they wrote this scene because of that.
Right.
Go on.
So his American what's his name in this?
Bill Clay.
He's basically like, my name is Bill Clay. My name is Bill Clay. I'm from Dallas, Texas, and I am a hostage. It's the worst American accent I've ever heard in my fucking life.
Terrible.
It's so bad. And then John just is looking at him like, what?
You sound like a British guy pretending to be a German guy pretending to be an American from Texas.
Please don't kill me. I came upstairs to get a cup of coffee. What are you doing? Can you take me back to the 6th floor?
Nice.
Yeah. H-E double hockey sticks.
Love it.
Oh God. What did they say? Z instead of Z?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just not a very good American accent at all. Anyway, so he's trying to like trick John into believing everything, I guess. So anyway. So basically, like John's like, if you want to be alive, then you need to come with me. And Hans right now is
if you want to live.
Yeah, pretty much. And Hans, for some reason, stashed his gun around a corner while he was messing with shit.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have it. And he can't go to it without John noting something's wrong. So the bad guy from the fucking Goonies shows up, and he's the FBI agent.
Yeah.
One of the sons, the tall one, the hot one.
Yeah.
How exciting.
How exciting.
How exciting. So Hans, worst accent I've ever heard in my life. Love you, but worst accent. So he's still talking to John about why John's here. And then John's like, what's your name? And he's like, Bill Clay. And then luckily it says William Clay on the thing.
Right next to him.
And like, I mean, it's smart that Hans knows what name to be, but you could have literally been like Sergeant Butters, and how would John, like, not every person's name is on the directory.
Yeah.
Just a thought. I don't know. So then John hands Hans a gun, which I love this.
Yeah.
Because he's like, okay, well, you need to come with me. So he hands him a gun, and then he starts to walk away. And then Hans is like, just so you know, that wasn't an American accent. It's like, no, everyone knew. Everyone knew the second I heard you talk that you were Alan Rickman.
Yeah.
Heard it,
And it
instantly.
goes click.
Click. Because he gave him a...
And he's like, Hans, booby.
He's like, Hans, booby, I wouldn't give you a loaded gun, you idiot. But then Hans just wants the detonators. And then John says that, well, I've already used all the explosives. And Hans is all like, Give them to me anyway.
Give them to me.
Give them to me.
It's
And
a
then
dope scene, though.
It is a really good scene.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And the accent is not as bad as we're making it sound.
No.
But it is pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's literally just Alan Rickman.
Yeah.
Dallas, Texas.
It's probably fine.
It's not. It's not. But then all the bad guys show up on this floor to take John out. And then John shreds like one of their knees. And then Hans orders German Carl, because he's not an idiot, because he's like, hey, this dickhead is barefoot. So let's make a bunch of broken glass.
Yeah.
And then they just start shooting windows.
Yeah.
Which, why are there so many fucking windows in this office?
Aren't there billions of windows in every office you've ever been in?
No.
There are. Every office I've ever seen.
Really?
I've not been in a lot of them.
Like my office, before I started working from home, had one window. Well, that wasn't to the outside. That's it.
I see.
So I don't know why this one was the most windowy place I've ever seen in my life.
It's a lot of windows.
But they start leaving, like they start shedding, like shooting all the windows.
These guns have fucking infinite ammo.
Yeah. Glitch.
By the way, I hope somebody out there has counted these bullets because it's insane.
It is crazy. And then John manages to exit, but he does leave the detonators behind. Then Hans tells Carl that they're back in business, but Carl, for a split second, looks like he does not remember who Hans is because the American accent got him. He believed him. He was like, what the fuck?
Who the fuck are you?
Are you Bill Clay? Oh, fuck.
Thought we fucking killed that guy.
So then the news reporter, who's a piece of shit, and he's a piece of
Fuck
shit in
this guy.
other movies he's in, he has obtained all of John's personal information.
We didn't even talk about the news reporter showing up. He comes barging in that news van, and some of the cops are like, wait, no, stop.
Yeah.
They
Like-
barely try.
I didn't write him down because I didn't think anything was
He was
happening.
gonna- yeah.
Because I was just like, I don't know why we keep showing this white guy.
Yeah.
I don't care about this white guy. So I'm going to stop. And now I do care about him because he's a piece of shit.
He's a fucking trash bag.
So he's obtained all of John's personal information. John's badge number, his family, his wife's name, his kids' names, his addresses, everything. And then John's feet are like bleeding like a lot. And then Al starts trauma dumping on John. But here's what I don't get. Because John's like, why aren't you a cop anymore? And Al's like, motherfucker, I literally am a cop.
I am a cop.
And he's like, but why aren't you a beat cop? But then they start talking like Al's been working the desk. And I'm like, but he's driving a cop car wearing a uniform.
Involved in a hostage situation.
I don't think he's like just pushing paperwork.
No.
Maybe I'm confused.
He says something about how he hasn't been able to use his firearm in like a couple of years.
I don't know why we're trauma dumping on an open line.
Well, John was looking for something to relate. I don't remember.
Yeah, well, he's covered in blood.
Yeah.
So, but then Al
He said
reveals.
he'd rather be in Philadelphia.
Yeah. Al reveals that he shot a 13-year-old on accident and that's why he was getting donuts. I have no idea what the point of this was, if I'm honest with you, other than two cops bonding with each other. So, and then Carl then tells John that the feds are now calling the shots. So the LAPD is no longer in charge.
Yep.
The feds are about to cut the building's power, which is going to release the time lock, which is exactly what Hans Gruber was waiting for. Mm-hmm. He's hot.
He's awesome.
He's awesome. So the power gets shut down right on schedule. Han has exactly what he wants with the bearer bonds. They're all celebrating because this is what they needed. And then Hans calls into the FBI, and the FBI thinks that they're getting the upper hand. But Hans is planning on blowing the fucking roof off of the building the second that the helicopters touch down.
Yeah.
Damn. Am I right? You know what I'm saying? And so then John asks Carl to find his wife. Like, basically, he thinks he's going to die. He's like, I need you to find my wife after this is all over and tell her that it took me a while to figure out what a jerk I've been. And when things started to pan out for her, I should have been more supportive and should have been behind her. And then he says that she's the best thing that ever happened to a bum like me. She's heard me say, I love you 1,000 times, but not I'm sorry.
Aww.
So tell her that I said I was sorry.
Nice.
Which is just like, oh, And then, of course, Al does the whole thing like, you can tell her that your fucking self. I'm not going to remember all that. So the reporter threatens to call INS, this motherfucking dickhead.
Yeah.
I hope this guy dies. Like, this is the bad guy of the movie.
I want to see Die Hard 2 just in case he's in it and dies.
He dies.
Yeah.
He's awful. He threatens to call INS on their nanny and then pushes his way into the house.
He does.
To talk to John and Holly's children, who are probably terrified because I'm assuming Nakatomi Plaza is probably on the news.
And they're like 6.
Yeah. They should have been in bed. It's Christmas.
Right.
They should be getting ready for Santa. No mentions of Santa. Not a one. Anyway, so.
Not saying, just saying.
John goes to see what Hans has been working on. Like when he found him just hanging out when he was Bill Clay. And then he like looks up in the ceiling and it's just like packed with C4. Like the whole ceiling of this floor is just covered in C4. And it's like, see, if you had crawled around on top of this, you would have known about it.
Yeah.
But so John calls to tell Al that the double crossers have been double crossed or something. I don't know.
That's what he says.
Yeah. He's like, oh, the double crossing. And then Carl stops him, though, when he's about to call him. And then John starts a fist fight with, German Carl. Don't get confused.
Right.
Keep up, people. German Carl.
Yeah, it's their fault.
So German Carl and John start a fist fight. And then John's children are now on the television talking about, like, and I don't know why, but Hans has been sitting in Holly's office this whole time. So he sees one of those kids and goes, holy shit. There are pictures of these kids in this room. And then he flips up the one picture that was flipped down that has John and Holly in it. And he's all like, why didn't I think to do that the second I walked into his office?
He should have, though, because he noticed Holly looking at that picture when he first met her. And he turned around and looked at the picture to see what she was looking at.
Yeah. And he was just like, I don't know. Women are weird.
Yeah.
Whatever. So he immediately is like, holy shit, Holly is Mrs. McLean. So now I know that. And he takes Holly with him, right? For the final showdown. It's the final countdown. So the FBI is expecting to lose 20 to 25% of the hostages.
Jesus.
What the fuck? That is a huge... Okay, do the math. 30 people. How many people is that?
20% would be 6.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
25% is what? 12?
25% would be 7.5.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, they would lose half of a
They would
person.
lose half of a person. That's fucked. So anyway, the terrorists are moving the hostages to the roof because they've told the FBI that we'll give you the hostages. You just got to get us out, right? So Hans is trying to scare John, but John is too busy fighting Carl. So Hans is like, hey, I have your wife over the radio. And John's too busy fist fighting Carl, German Carl, to know. And then he gets shot in the back, which is the only thing that happens.
Carl does.
Yeah, Carl does. No, John does when he's running through
John
the door.
does, yes.
Yeah. And then Holly calls Hans.
Oh, yeah, that looked crazy.
It did.
Because it came out of his skin.
Yeah.
Normally, if you see somebody get shot in something, they have clothes on because there's a blood pack popping out of the clothes.
Yeah. They really shot Bruce Willis.
Right. They must have. Blood came flying out of his skin. It looked insane.
Yep. And then Holly's like talking to Hans and she's like, you're just a common thief. And he's like, I'm an exceptional
thief, Mrs. McLean.
And then he's like, and considering that I'm moving up to kidnapping, you should be more polite.
Yeah. I fucking love this guy.
I love it so much. It's crazy. But also, like, why did you think that they were doing all of this? I mean, I don't. What did you think the end game was if it wasn't money?
Yeah.
I mean, I would have just automatically assumed that most crimes, at least the one like, are centered around some sort of money.
Or terrorism. Yeah.
Is that not for money? Is it not? Is it ever for money?
I would not. Well, I didn't say not ever.
I feel like it's probably for money. And someone's getting paid.
Yeah.
So anyway, then John goes to the roof to look for Holly because he's killed Han. He like strings Han up, but not Han. Carl.
Yeah, by some kind of huge chain.
Yeah, I don't really remember what happened, but Carl's dead.
Yeah.
He kills him.
Yep.
By hanging. So then, which I still agree. I still think that John didn't kill your brother. Your brother died falling down the stairs.
Yeah.
That was not my fault.
Right.
I survived. Look at me.
Yeah.
I don't know. So he goes to the roof to talk to the hostages, and the hostages are like, oh, no, we don't know where Holly is. And then he's like, get off the roof. And all the hostages are like, but they told us to stand here.
Oh, my God.
And then he's just like, get off the fucking roof, and starts firing above their heads because they're so stupid.
Yep.
I guess not really. I mean, I don't know who you are, and you're covered in blood. And this
Covered in broken glass.
I mean, I feel like because maybe it's like a what's it called? Oh, what's Stockholm syndrome? Where they're like, but these guys told me to get on the roof, and they're the ones that I've been looking at for the last 5 hours.
Stockholm syndrome combined with mob mentality.
Yeah. So he starts shooting at them while above them, not at them,
which is near the helicopter.
Which is near the helicopter, and then the helicopter is like, well, kill that guy.
Yeah.
So then one of the terrorists, thieves, radios in is like, hey, something's wrong because all of our hostages have run back down the stairs now. I don't know what's going on. And then Hans is like, blow the roof. So John uses like a fire hose.
That's a wild shot when they're all running back inside and you can see Carl's body hanging there.
Oh, yeah. And then they're not
None
even
of them
looking
look up.
Nope. None of them look up because he's kind of high in the sky.
And they're too busy panicking.
Yeah. I feel like it'd just be like, well, there's one more dead body.
I feel like he's like the height of like a basketball goal.
That's pretty high.
I guess.
If I'm running down the stairs, I don't have time to look up.
Oh.
Because you gotta, I don't know. I'm a foot looker though. I always look at my feet.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna step on a snake. I'm not gonna step on a bug or cracks.
Well,
break your mom's back. So you can't do it.
Got your priorities
I
sorted.
do. You have to. So, so they're running back down. John uses like a fire hose he ties around him to jump off the off the roof while the FBI helicopter is wildly firing at him.
Yes.
And then when he jumps off, he jumps through into he has to like shoot out a window and
the
slide
fire hose
in.
is not rated for this much weight. It immediately broke the reel, and the reel went with him.
And then he barely gets the hose untied before it drags him back out of like the 39th floor or whatever. So, and then it blows up. The roof blows up.
By the way, for 88, this all looks amazing.
It does.
Must
It looks
be
fantastic.
Entirely practical effects.
Though I am confused because after the scene with the window, John's in a water fountain.
Yeah, I don't know.
When did we get in the
Beautiful water fountain.
But why are we in it?
I don't know.
I don't either.
I don't know what happened.
I don't think we were on the right floor for the water fountain, but now we're in a water fountain. So the roof blows, so that's exciting. And then, then I'm trying to figure out where I am. Oh, Argyle sees like there's just pandemonium because the FBI helicopter also blows up, so it's just pandemonium. And then Argyle sees the terrorists loading up the truck, and he like sees, because they drive an ambulance. This was their plan. They drive an ambulance out of the back, ambulance out of the back of the truck. So their whole plan was just that they're driving away. Because Hans is like, yeah, because they're going to assume we all died with all of the hostages. That's the whole plan.
Yeah.
And no one's going to look at an ambulance. But you know what they will look at? A fucking ambulance that's been wrecked into by a limo. So Argyle just slams into the ambulance, which is genius. But John finds Holly. She's still hanging out with Hans. And he only has 2 bullets left. So Argyle also manages to take out Theo in one punch. But I argue that Theo wasn't ever a fighter. So it's not super impressive.
No.
But it is impressive because I wouldn't have done this. I would have hidden. I would have figured out how to get my body out of the parking garage.
Yeah.
That's what I would. I would have probably spent the last 2 hours ramming whatever gate was keeping my limo inside this parking garage.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, so Hans is now face to face with John. The security guard from downstairs has like a rifle next to him on like, I don't know, a shopping cart that he's moving towards. And everyone seems like confused about this situation. I don't really know why. It's kind of like a weird standoff. And Hans is explaining like his master plan that getting away with $600 million, they have to think you're dead, which is why there's so much chaos.
He was talking about only living off the interest.
What?
That's what he said.
That's my goal in
He
life.
said he was going to live on a beach and just live off the interest.
What a smart person.
Yeah.
I love that.
He's a genius.
He's a genius.
I love him.
So anyway, then the security guard gets to the gun, and then Hans is like, no, don't touch him. I'm upset at him. You don't get to shoot him. And then John he strapped the gun to his back, so he just uses 2 bullets to take out Hans and the security guard really easily. But the problem is that Hans, when he's falling, does not let go of Holly.
Yeah.
So he is falling, right? Out a window.
Yeah.
And then Hans moves to shoot Holly because he's dangling. He has Holly's wrist, and then he is moving to shoot her. And then John fucking throws her Rolex off the freaking building because he's a jealous bitch.
Nope.
And then Hans falls to his death because he was holding on to the Rolex.
Yeah.
You better buy me one then.
We can't afford that.
He's a
NYPD
bitter bottoms.
salary.
That was literally her watch. That was her award for all of her hard work, and he just easily threw it away.
Isn't she the corporate director though?
I don't know.
She probably had nothing to do with getting that
No,
deal.
because before all of this pandemonium, they were saying it was her, that she's the one who did the sale.
It said on her. Okay.
And then after Takagi died, Takagi?
Oh, you do have to say it again.
After that guy died, she kept saying, well, now I'm in charge because you killed him.
Yeah, that's
So
what I'm
she's
saying.
very high up.
So she shouldn't have anything to do with a sale.
Oh, you think that she's like an exec who's
It's probably
just...
the Coke holiday.
Oh, yeah. Probably.
Have you ever heard that when they were going to drop Alan Rickman onto the, what are those called? Stunt pads that you land on? That they dropped him on 2.
That's why his eye does that?
Yeah.
He's like,
that's
oh,
why,
my God.
That's why he jumps and,
Yeah.
and his eyes get super big. Because they just wanted a natural reaction from him, which he's a professional actor. He could have done it.
Well, but isn't this his first movie?
Yes, this is his first role, but he's clearly knocking it out of the park.
He is. He's amazing. So then I did like this because John makes it downstairs with Holly, and he and Al Powell, Family Matters, see each other across like a crowded room. My throat's hurting. I'm not crying.
Oh, okay. It sounded like you were crying.
I know. But they immediately recognize each other somehow. And
2 men who have never seen each other, right?
yeah, and they just have this like kinship,
Yeah.
love at first sight kind of reaction to each other. And then Carl, who did not die, German Carl, throws off a blanket and it's like, ah!
Oh my God.
And then Carl Winslow kills him.
How the fuck is German Carl, alive?
Who dragged his body all the way downstairs?
Who?
He was hanging.
Yeah. From steel chains 15 feet in the air.
Huh.
From his neck, by the way, not just sort of hanging.
You know what? What if this is a different German guy?
It's definitely German Carl.
I know. I think it is.
Dude, the only other thing I know about the book is that it's, first off, his name's not John McClane. It's something else lame. Joe something. It's his daughter.
Probably.
Probably Joe Schmo. Joe somebody.
Namath.
Joe somebody with Tim
Ah,
Allen.
gotcha.
It's his daughter. Mm-hmm. And it turns out largely the same way, except that she fucking dies.
Oh.
Hans Gruber is able to yank her out the window with him.
Wow.
Which is why no one's ever heard of that book.
That's sad, dude.
Because that's fucking horrifying.
That's sad. But I think that Al Powell, a.k.a. Family Matters, Carl Winslow, is the true hero of the film.
Yeah.
So
he completed his character arc. He got to use his firearm again to save our superhero.
Yeah. So the moral of the story, Holly loses her watch. L.A. rains
That's the moral
bearer
of the
bonds
story.
for everyone. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. It does start playing a Christmas song.
It does play a Christmas song because they get into Argyle's limo to leave.
Yeah. And they're like, fuck, it's Christmas. I forgot.
Yeah. And the cops are like, we have questions for you.
Nope.
And they literally, that's what they said. They were like, we have to question you because there have been a lot of deaths. And then Carl German is like, ah. And they're like, never mind.
Yeah.
You can go.
And then they just leave.
We still have questions. We have paperwork we need to go through. But I liked it. I think it's great. Not a Christmas movie, but
Did
great.
you notice when the credits started, it named all the actors who were in it, and then there was a space, and then it said terrorists, and credited all of them separately,
Oh, that's
including
nice.
Alan Rickman. Why?
I didn't notice that.
It's so weird.
I love that though.
I love-
Just like, just so you know, these are not the good guys.
Yeah. So don't fucking cast these people in anything.
Oh
They're
my God.
bad guys. I love this movie.
I thought it was great.
It's amazing still. Holds up. Go watch it.
We just spoiled it for you.
Coming to an Amazon Prime near you. Yeah, we
with ads. So
unless you have Prime.
Oh, I don't know how it works.
It's a good movie, man.
It was a great movie. I don't know how many times I've actually watched this movie. Now that I've watched it. I don't think I've watched this movie since I've been an adult. Period.
Yeah, I wasn't like quoting random lines, just the famous ones.
Just the famous ones.
Yeah.
You said the football one. Everyone knows Yippee-ki-yay.
Yippee-ki-yay.
And then I think that's it.
Come out of the coast.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I just kept saying Nakatomi, Nakatomi.
Yeah, that's not from this.
No, it's from Work Hard or Die Trying, Girl.
Yeah, from the least funny person on Bob's Burgers.
Shut the fuck up.
She hates that.
I hate when you say that.
I hate
Gene.
watching Gene
Well.
try to spout non sequiturs, trying to be funny.
Stop it.
I like you, Gene Merman.
Okay.
What are we
good.
talking about?
Bob's Burgers and how amazing it is.
Have you talked about Baldur's Gate yet?
I love Baldur's Gate. I'm trying to do it modded now because I have all the trophies. So it's great.
It's great.
My brother and I are planning our next playthrough because I think he's overwhelmed with Act 3, which I totally understand. Act 3 is a lot.
He should finish Act 3 for once in his life.
I'm going to make him.
Okay.
He needs to stop fucking shit up, though.
Whose turn is it to pick an actor?
I have no idea. No
We
no
never
idea.
remember. I can look it up, though. It
Okay.
is my turn, and nobody's in this. I'm not going to pick Reginald Bell Johnson.
I don't know. Family Matters.
Family Matters, so I got to go Bruce Willis.
Okay. Well, you hate Blind Date.
Oh, my God.
And the last time we watched it, we actually got in an actual fight because of how much you hated my movie.
Actual is a stretch.
Because you did not like my movie, and I was very upset.
You weren't that upset.
I feel it's. I don't remember any of our other fights. I remember that one.
Oh, really?
Not what happened, but the context of it. I guess context. Yeah.
That's the word.
Yeah. So
There's 100 other fucking Bruce Willis movies, though.
Name them. I'm just kidding. I think I'm gonna pick one I haven't seen in years. I love Lucky Number 11, but no, I was thinking you were gonna go with Bruce Willis, so I'm gonna do Sin City.
Oh, shit.
I haven't seen that in forever.
Me neither. We can go anywhere from Sin City.
Who knows where we'll go?
Oh, wow. Sin City. Brittany Murphy.
I love Brittany
Is Sin
Murphy.
City available on anything?
I have no idea.
Those of you that want us to tell you where to watch things before we cover them, I can look that up for you, since you're not going to do it yourself. Nope. It's not available anywhere. You can rent or buy it for $3.99.
All right. So next week we'll do Sin City.
Okay.
All right. Sounds good to me. That's a wrap for this week's episode. Thanks for joining us. If you like the show, leave a review, follow the chain, and join us next week as we link from Die Hard to Sin City. Bye.
See ya.
Next week on Chain Link Theater.
There'll be a risk. There'll be death. Nothing can stop this. Let the girl go. You're making a big mistake.
You already made a big mistake yourself.
The truth of Sin City will be shattered.